Hello students, welcome to this new module wherein we'll be learning a few techniques of managing the bee farms. Students, once we get the bees and set up the complete apiculture industry, don't you think knowing the bees and trying to get good products for them is equally important? Thus, we would take a look at a few techniques of managing and handling the apiculture farm successfully. Now students, for gaining good results from the apiculture farm, we firstly require a few important equipments. Let us take a look at what these equipments could be. Students, the first and foremost thing to remember is building a proper home for our honeybees. Thus, the first requirement is a beehive box and a swarm net. That is a rectangular wooden box-like structure inside which we would catch the swarm and put it so that the honeybees can live safely there. Another important thing in this category is something called as comb foundation sheets. Well students, as you can see in this beautiful diagram, in case of apiculture, we prepare artificially curved hive or hexagonal units like this so that our honeybees can directly come in and start residing there so that we can get wax and honey in a good quality and quantity directly from the honeybees. Instead of the honeybees building their own hive, we give them artificially prepared hives in the form of plain sheets called as comb foundation sheets. Other equipments in the list would include the queen excluder. As the name says, the one which helps us exclude the queen from the remaining honeybee or the remaining hives. Also, we would require a proper bee brush and also uncapping knife. As you can see in this beautiful diagram, it is used for scraping out wax so that we can differentiate wax and honey at the same time. Students, another important thing for our safety and our protection is the bee wheel or the suit along with a helmet so that even if we are near the honeybees, they would not be able to cause any kind of harm to us. Also, we need to make sure we have a good smoker that could help us calm the activities of the arrogant or aggressive honeybees at times. Also students, along with this jacket, we would require proper gloves and also gum shoes for our protection. Well students, this was about all the equipments which we would read. That is, we would require overall hive tool to understand and to communicate properly with our honeybees. Now students, let us take a look at a few important things which we should know while dealing with the honeybees. The first important thing is knowing the habits of honeybees. That is, what kind of flowers or what kind of plants and the environment is liked by our honeybee. Also, depending on their habit, we need to select a proper location for our apiculture industry. And most importantly, we should know the art of catching and hiving of the complete swarm. Along with this student, we should be well versed with the technique of collecting wax and collecting honey without disturbing our honeybees. And lastly students, we should know a proper and complete management technique for dealing with our hives. Now students, you tell me what could be the basic essential requirements for this apiculture industry? Well, it's very simple students, just 4 points in the list. Firstly, we should remember to keep our apiculture and the beehive completely clean. Secondly, we should know the proper activities of the all honeybees and also of our queen. Next thing that we need to remember is checking the condition of our brood, and lastly, providing the honeybees with good amount and clean water. With these 4 points students, where do you think would be the ideal places for setting up our apiculture industry, that is to set up the apiculture farms? Well students, the basic or the ideal and most easy places to set up beekeeping are orchards like sunflower, we can have mustard, we can set up them near safflower or even chili plantations. Though chili is not sweet, but yes, the nectar from chili flowers is definitely helpful in collection of honey. Also, we can have this industry setting up near fields of cabbage. And Other things, other fields wherein we can set up the apiculture industry would include cucumber, different kinds of gourds. We can have fruits like apples and mangoes, and yes, not to forget, we can put them nearing the different kinds of legume plantations. Well, students, with this, we end up with a module wherein we learn about the different farm management techniques of apiculture. In the next module, we'll be learning a new kind of industry, that is fisheries, or also called as pisciculture. Till then, take care. God bless. Thank you.